What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Clover Finance today. CLV, at the request of a few of you, actually. There's a lot of you that requested this. Finance Baby Cow. This one's for you, but there was multiple of you that did request this. So hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Let's get into it. We're at about 3.5 cents now, high or low on the weekly time frame. Hey, you're in this long phase of accumulation that you've been in for, basically since July of 2022. What else is new, man? That's basically all of crypto, right? Don't be discouraged. If you're in CLV and you're like, did I choose the right project? Am I doomed? Is it going to zero? Just understand, it's probably fine. A lot of cryptos look like this. We're at the point where we're about to see life. If the rest of the market moves up and you're not at new highs relative to this, then yeah, maybe you chose the wrong coin. But it's too early to say right now. Certainly, it's never ideal to hold a coin as it goes up to these highs and then it comes back down to these lows both times. If you traded that, great. But most people, they probably buy and they hold, they get excited, and then if it dumps back down, they sell, and then it pumps again, and they buy back at a higher price, and now they're in an even worse position than if they just held through all this boring mess to begin with. Most people don't trade it successfully, so I'm assuming a lot of you who are holding this coin, or if you've invested in it recently, you're probably wondering how high it's going to go. Right? You're wondering if it's going to go. Is it going to go high? Let's look that up. Right? Let's see here real quick. Hold on. CLV. You're at about 42 million. Hey man, that's a low market cap, you guys. You've got a lot of upside potential. Of course, you could drop more too. You never know. You could always drop another 90% or so, but I doubt that's going to happen. Let's see. At least not from here. Logarithmic price. Okay, it looks like this. I want the market cap to look somewhat similar to this. Okay, I don't want the market cap right now to be at new highs. I don't want it to be at new highs compared to its 2024 March price. Okay, if it's above this, I'm going to be a little bit discouraged. But it's not a problem. It's not a complete problem. You are still at a very low market cap. Your fully diluted valuation is about $70 million. So even if it's fully diluted, you likely will rip market cap. Let's see here. Okay, good. Yeah. So you are seeing lower lows here. Or in the market cap, you've got higher lows, so there is some dilution going on that's affecting the price, but not to a totally complete negative standpoint, right? You did get lower highs here, where here you got a double top in the market cap. The market cap is a bit more in an uptrend, where the price is in a bit more of a downtrend, but I think that's fine. I think that you're okay. So good, Clover, good. I like that. That's nice. So you are at a very low market cap now at about, let's just say $43 million. Okay, let's round up. 43 million from a high to a low. This thing could see a 10x, no problem. Like literally, and look at that. Your first target area, the very first target you have is about an 8x away. The maximum target in your first target area is about a 16x. When I say you could see a 10x no problem, you could see a 16, 17x no problem, but this 1272 to 1618 area is likely where you would go first to find resistance, right? And what I would assume happens is very much like this, right? If this was the move that you did not break out on, what's the move that you do break out on? What's that going to look like? It's going to be phenomenal, to say the least, okay? And looking at the price action here, if we go back in time, just from whenever you came down and you were on this massive dump down, you found support right here. You found resistance right here on a closing basis, right? Support area 2. You also found support right down here. Okay, come on, right there. And that support line, that's the minimum area. That's your minimum target on the fibs too. I personally don't think that you consolidated for 2 years, over 2 years, 2.5 years, however long it's been, just to hit your minimum target when you break out. I think that you go higher. Call me crazy, but I think you go higher. So if you go higher, the 1414 is the next target. That's at 38 cents, but that's kind of in the middle of this zone here. So I don't think you stop there. You're either going to stop at 30 cents or you're not stopping until 57 cents. And even then, this thing could go higher. Clover Finance is making it onto the treasure hunt page. I'm putting it on the treasure hunt page. I'm taking any coins that I'm doing. For those of you that don't know, any coin that I think has multi-100x potential by the end of this cycle, while we're at the lows, before things break out, I'm putting them in here. I do not expect every single coin in here to do a 100x, but if we can get at least 1 out of 10, I think that's great, right? Because 1 out of 10, think about it in this perspective, right? If you had 100% of your portfolio and you split it into tenths, right? And then that 1 out of 10 hits a 100x. Well, you just 10x your overall portfolio. You know what I mean? So that's great. If we can get 1 out of 10, that's that's awesome. And I think that we will get more than 1 out of 10 videos here. I'm going to put more than 10. I'm just saying by ratio, right? Not all of them will hit 100x. Just because it makes it on here doesn't mean it will. Clover Finance, you're not guaranteed to do it, but you are making it onto the treasure hunt. We're seeing if we can find some buried treasure. And while this loot is buried, we're going to get at it. We're going to dig it with our shovels, get our doubloons, and take our booty all the way back to England, I don't know, or wherever. I guess in the Caribbean, pirates were hanging out in the Caribbean with gold doubloons, right? I don't know, maybe not. I'm not a pirate. I wouldn't know. Something between 57 cents to maybe even $1 is on the table by the end of March. I don't expect that you see $1, but it's possible. If you don't think you can see $1, you're not going to sell there, right? But it's very possible, guys. This is crypto. It's been boring. It went down very fast. I'm assuming it will only go up faster. I mean this. I genuinely mean this. Clover Finance, it might be the only coin that that I've talked about in this past week or two that I accept has a over 20x capable move by the end of April, if not by the end of March. We just don't know how powerful this move's going to be, right? We've got inclinations that it'll be powerful, but we don't know. It's completely possible it could stop at a 29-cent price, and boohoo, that's an 8x from here, so great. That's a great minimum. The likely target area you stop at, I think, that makes the most sense to me would be around 57 cents, okay? And that's about a 16x, which is phenomenal. I want to buy some of this, man. Genuinely, this makes me want to buy some. It's bad when you're fully deployed and you want to buy more cryptos, am I right? And then genuinely, you do have crazy over 20x potentials on this thing, let alone by the end of the cycle, right? This thing is multi-100x potential for sure. Now, do you see new all-time highs? I don't think so. Okay, so that's interesting, right? You've sold off all the way, so you don't see new all-time highs. Okay, that's cool, right? Because this thing's at a $42 million market cap, infinite max supply, fully diluted valuation at $69 million. I don't know how many tokens are going to be diluted by the end of the cycle, but let's just pretend that it's fully diluted to $70 million market cap right now. It's fully diluted right now. What would your maximum potential be? Well, 100x would be at about $7 billion. Very attainable market cap, $7 billion. Doesn't mean that it's guaranteed to happen, but it's very attainable. It's at 100x. 1,000x would be $70 billion. So I don't think you'll see 70. You probably don't see 40. 100x is 7, 14, 28. What's 28 plus 14? Can you do it? It's 42, right? 42. So that would be 7. That'd be a 700x. Yeah, I could see this thing doing, at the most, I would think a $40 billion market cap, which would be a 700x, okay? $40 billion, and you could go higher. Of course you could. I mean, it's possible if this thing gets up, but a 700x is already pretty phenomenal, I think. That would take you, wait. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. 700x would take you all the way up. Am I doing this right? Hold on, I'm doing the math wrong. That would be a 10x, 13x, 15x. This up here, that's 100x. So 700x, yes, this would be, I'm doing this right? This would be a 700x, yeah. 700x would be all the way up at 27 bucks. Now you could, if you were to see an over $40 billion market cap, I suppose you could see something greater than 27 bucks, right? Or over $50 billion, whatever the market cap comes to be at this point, with the diluted supply by that point. But that's a pretty high market cap already, coming from a lowly market cap of, at the lowest, what'd you see? Lowest market cap you saw was less than 20 million. So at one point in the cycle, you were at under 20 million, calling for something that's over 20 billion. That's intense. That's a 1000x, you guys. That's crazy stuff already. So this thing will have already done a 1000x on a market cap perspective. Once it hits 20 billion, which is already, that's at about a 300x price here. That's at about 10 bucks, man. And that makes 10 bucks as a nice psychological area of resistance. Long story short, I don't see Clover Finance, as sad as it is, I know, even though it would still do a multi-100x from here, I don't see it seeing new all-time highs. But I do think that you will see prices worth several dollars, if not at least, or maybe at most, $10. But I think you have a chance to go to 30 bucks, 40 bucks. You have a chance to go there. I don't think you're going to go to new all-time highs, though. It depends on how you interact. My genuine perspective is you probably do stop somewhere between, I would think, 4 bucks to 10 bucks. That's my genuine perspective, but you have the possibility to go higher. I don't think you stop less than 4 bucks, personally. That's my genuine expectation. And with that, your minimum target from the current price is still over a 100x, you guys. This thing is nuts. This thing is nuts. We'll see if it does well, Hopefully it does, but I like this. You know, if anybody's wondering, it went down. Isn't it just going to keep going down? Generally speaking, when you have a long phase of a rounded bottom like this, I'm not drawing it the best, but it's a nice rounded bottom. You like rounded bottoms. Look it up. Is a rounded bottom a bullish accumulation pattern? Look it up in Google. It'll tell you yes. It'll absolutely tell you yes. So generally, these kind of patterns have rather explosive moves up. If you thought this was exciting, I'm sure it will be even more exciting and faster to the upside, but I just don't think you'll see new all-time highs. All right, so that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I appreciate you all for being here. Take it easy. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.